Okay, so this isn't going to be too long of a video. I have to look and see if I already started the post for it, but I traded. This is a laptop. I traded for a desktop computer that I had for like $80. Right? I got this, 2 cheap keyboards and a mouse, and NVIDIA GTX 560 1 gig card, but you know, this was kind of really beat up in this area here, which you can kind of still, you can see all the scratches, the dents in it. Even that I took this off, this blank behind here, you take the battery off, you get here. I straightened it out a little bit, but it's still bad. And the dude didn't mention how bad a shape this thing is. Like all these keys right here do not work. These keys, yeah, right here, these 4-row keys do not work. So it's like, what the heck, man? And it is bent. People looked at it and could see this is dips in, comes back up. So what I did, you can obviously see it's up and running, you know. So what I did was found one on eBay for pretty cheap, because I guess one of the mount screws is broke. Figured I could try to fix that part, but this one has that same thing broken, and anyways, at least it would look better, you know. This is an upgrade for myself because I have the i10th Gen i5, the smaller screen. Where is it? Like, so this here is like my personal. You can see it's this is my personal laptop with an 8th Gen i5 in it. Now, it used to have 16, but I put the 16 in here, put the 8 in here. This did have 512. I took the 512 NVMe out, put it in this, so I swapped it out, you know. But this is a pretty decent laptop, you know, but I figured, you know, I did the trade on this. I can end up getting rid of this for pretty cheap, you know, because it has that little problem with the screen. This seller, like, slow as heck on shipping. I don't know why. He printed the label like the same day. They do it for you can't, you know, ask for your money back. It was like, oh, eBay's kind of be like, well, it's already shipped, but he didn't actually ship this out to the day I was supposed to receive this. You know, so if I was fixing this for someone, I'd have been really upset. Because then the computer needs to go out. You know, I can't just sit on a computer because the guy decides not to mail it out into the day. You know, and then this is all he does is a anti-static bag and one little small thing of bubble wrap. So any more high reviews on eBay means nothing, you know, because this guy had pretty good reviews and it took his time. So supposedly this is where it's broke right here. And he didn't mention that both sides are broke. So there's 2 sides broke. He just said this one was broke. This one right here is broke too. So seriously, dude. All the cables, ribbon cables look good. You see this side. This is the main reason I kind of liked it, because of the fact that, you know, my button's here, so I'll pull mine on here. But it looks halfway decent. Has a sticker here, has a sticker here. That's why I got it. And everything's not bent up, and the keyboard should work, you know. So there's going to be a second part to this. Well, no, you just do it now, I guess. Grab the tools. Shouldn't be too much of a pain, I don't think. Alright. It is on, so I need to turn it off first. And another thing I do like about this is it is a touchscreen. So let this turn off. It's going to be a little noisy in the background. I do have the window open. I had this open before. Like I said, I upgraded the RAM and the thing in it. Like I said, this one's gone already. So both of these on this one are broke. This screw's gone out of it. And this one's broke, but it kind of holds in, right? Oh, and these take the, actually takes a smaller size Phillips to get these. Another thing I was thinking, they said this is a 40 pin for the screen. I'm gonna look in and see if I can actually use this screen on my HP. Maybe I can use this on my HP, because that computer supposedly has two different versions, well, like multiple different versions. So one of them has a 60 hertz screen and another one has a 120, and that's what it has in now. So the 60 is just a 30 pin for the connector, and then the 40 pin. And then I think it has a touchscreen. I don't know if it's the 40 pin. Oh my, what the fuck? All the screws are out. Besides that one, like I said, it's just in there. And I have to get this unhooked to add pressure on this one to get this guy out. Oh, come on now, right? Shouldn't have screwed it back in. There it goes. That's a capture screw. This whole thing's gonna come apart, but here's where I put the SSD, because this one has this mount here. It needs to be slid over there. I don't know why I just put it right here. Could have put it here. Yeah, it looks like a bunch of stuff that needs to come off, and then the inside takes the standard size screws, right? Do the battery first. There's gonna be a lot more work than I expected to do, but so to cut down on the editing, I'm just gonna, finish taking this stuff off, and then I'll start recording once I get this stuff back together. Okay, so we are back. I got it all swapped out. Here is the old one. I kind of bent it back a little bit, but this whole center part was bent. No matter if I took this whole thing apart, straighten that out, I doubt if that would have fixed the keys. And anyways, this part was just, you could kind of see, like right in here, this part was just completely dented up. This was, like I said, I did, so originally what I did with this, since this is rounded like this, I put this on a flat surface and I just, straightened this out like that, and I got it to look like it is now. Obviously it needed more work, but then the keyboard being faulty, I didn't want to mess with it. So I think it's still set to default by the BIOS. Since I reset it, it does open, so the laptop's working, and we're booting into the OS. The thing I don't know about is the trackpad still. Like I said, there's a little piece in there I bent back a little bit. I might have bent it too much, because it doesn't have like the clickiness to it, but it's working. Okay, are we working? And tell me, like, okay, trackpad's working. Okay, there we go. You see if the, okay, so yeah, I gotta look at that and see what's up with that. See, double tap works, so it's just the actual click part isn't working. The And there's one button right here. So I'm going to reopen this and check that back out again. And see if we got that fixed. I think I bent that too much. But that's not too bad of a problem. I'm going to pause right here. We'll be right back again to see if we fix the trackpad. Okay, so we're back. I guess it was just I didn't have the battery in the right position. It wasn't in the position right, because once I took the battery out, it just kind of fixed the problem, and I put the battery back in and rechecked it before I put the back on. So, see, we're getting a boot. Touchscreen, as you see, still works. Everything still works. See, touch it. Touchscreen still works. Trackpad works really nicely now. Before, it was not working very well. So, I don't know what it is, but something to do with this fucking back. There you go. Never mind. Okay. So there we go. It's working. Like, we got our buttons. So you can see, pretty easy. Right click up. Yeah. Trackpad's working way better. Before, that was really tricky to actually get that to work. And now it's working. Yeah, so I'm satisfied with it. And now we look like we have a cleaned up little laptop. I did put Steam on here. I haven't tested any games, but I put Steam on here just for, because you can stream your games from your main PC to something like this. But I gotta go in the settings and change the BIOS. I don't like the idea when you open the laptop up, it turns on. So this is an Inspiron 7000, it says. So it's a 7.6 inch full HD display, webcam HD, and then we got gigabit, X, and Type-C multi-plug. This is Dell, that's not on here. Dell Mobile Connect's not on here. It's a fresh install, Windows 11, none of that's on there. Go over the ports, we have an HDMI out. We have USB 3.0, I think that's just 3.0. Type-C jack, which is not like a Thunderbolt. There's a power in. And then on the side we have a SIM card. So this is, that's an SD card slot. So we have an SD card slot and a USB 3.0. Yeah, and that's it. Everything's good. One weird thing I see about this thing too is as the hinge, they use the laptop, so as you open this, it raises it up. See that? So, right here, it raises the laptop up, and that's the whole thing. Which I just, yeah. Just turn that off. And obviously you can see, maybe, I don't think you can, all this lights, but the backlight's working too. Yeah, everything seems functional on this. So what do you think? Good deal or not? I have $20 extra into the pad itself, into this piece here. I paid $20 for it, which isn't bad, because for some reason everywhere else wanted a lot of money or a long time to get it. Obviously, this thing came 2 days late. It was at one point saying it wasn't going to be here the Monday, and it was supposed to be here the 18th, and this is the 20th now, so it's saying the 22nd, because he didn't send it out until the 18th, which, that's terrible. That's the latest date it's supposed to have been here, was the 18th, and he sent it out on the day I supposed to got it on the least. But now we have, hopefully, a functioning keyboard. Yes, try this out and see if them keys work. Notepad. Got it. Let's see, we got, yeah. We got our keys back. Them where the keys weren't working, and now they're working. You can probably not see, but these are all the keys that weren't working before, and now they're working. So another thing is too, I can go like this since we are recording. Have Chrome on here. This is how I usually test it. So what I do is just do keyboard tester. Obviously you can see it comes right up. Keyboard tester. So then this tests your keys. So as you push them, I think this is in the BIOS for default. So hopefully you can kinda not see it, but we'll show you once it's done. Like default. You gotta hit the font key. Okay, F9 is not a font key. It doesn't have anything attached to it. 12, and then we got and then all you do is push your keys and they stay lit up if they worked. You see, when Windows key is working, some of the keys will actually go off, right? These are all working. Oh, well, we're on the wrong thing. Like, why isn't that? Okay. Yeah, all the keys. Everything's lit up. Escape. Like the track bar okay, it went on it, right? Alt. Control. There's no Win key over here. Up and down keys. So, this is glare. You probably can't see it. But I explained, so you go in here, every one of these will be lit up. They're kind of green around it. If they didn't work, they wouldn't be highlighted. So everything is working like it should. Print, you know, all the stuff is on here. Yeah, everything's good. So leave in the comments below, was it a good deal? The trade. Wait. So open Task Manager up. I traded a computer that I just wanted $90 for. I would have took less. I had the 80. I had $80 on it. I would have took less for it because I left room there for them to negotiate. And it had, I don't remember what the heck it had. I don't even remember the specs of it. But you know, I would have probably took 50 really for it. At that point, I didn't have anything left in it. It was parts from other computers. It was parts from like other computers leftovers. So I took computers and put them in their own little categories of good and bad. So that this has a 10th gen i5 10300H. You know, right now it has 16 gigs. Originally, it only had 8 gigs. Right now it has a Toshiba 515 gig NVMe SSD. Originally, I don't know the brand, but it only had a 256 gig SSD. Wi-Fi, all that stuff's the same, and it says we have Intel UHD graphics. So yeah, and I got this laptop, the NVIDIA 560, 1 gig video card, two Dell keyboard and mouse, 2 Dell keyboards, and then this Logitech mouse, which I don't even know if it works. But yeah, I'm gonna call the end of this video. Leave your comments below. Was that a good deal on a computer originally wanted $80 for? Now you can think, well, if I sold the computer for $80 and then I put another $20, so I have like $100 into this laptop and the keyboards and mouse and that video card. Was that a good deal or was it a terrible deal? Now, you know, laptop looks new. You know, the only parts that were really banged up on it was this part here. The back part looks really nice. You know, the Dell logo's there. The bottom looks really nice. Like I said, the only thing that was wrong with it was that track part. Was this was all dented. This was dented and the keys don't work. Now it's fully working. In the BIOS it says the battery has excellent condition. I don't know if that really needs too much, but to me it seems like it's good. It shuts off when you shut the lid, turns on when you because I have it in Windows to turn off when you shut the lid. So when you shut the lid it turns off, and now in the BIOS when you open the lid it turns turns the computer on. But yeah, leave your comments below about this laptop. I say it again, repeat. Was it a good deal? Was it a sucky deal? I basically got $100 into this, and let's see exactly what model it is before we cut it. So we'll go MS info. So it says this is a Dell Inspiron 7501. So was this a good deal? Was it a bad deal? I have $100 sitting in here now. Really, technically more than $100 now because I added an 8 gig stick of RAM and upgraded the RAM. But this is for my personal use. You know, only thing else I have now is the HP that I was gonna fix. And I think I'm just gonna keep this. The HP that I was gonna fix has an 8th Gen i7 in it. It's a wider screen like this. It has a Thunderbolt and all that stuff on it, so I still might find a screen. Might research and see if I can actually use this screen on it and then put the broken screen on this one, because the screen still works. You can use a laptop, and I think the other one needs a battery. So like I said, I probably just keep this and hold on to the HP for a while. But yeah, I'm gonna call it this. I'm gonna say my normal. Have a great night, evening, or whatever.